Sorry, what was that?
How do you sum up your emotions after what
Oh,
you saw
my
there?
emotions?
Yeah.
Disappointed, like super disappointed. Yeah, like it probably doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of good signs there in regards to some individuals, some parts of the game we're working on, but we just have lapses in concentration, and obviously we need to work quite hard on our edge defence still. So there's been a little bit of change there, but we'll continue to work but my initial emotions are very disappointed.
When you look back at the game, that kind of last 10-15 minutes when they began to pull away, what did you feel was lacking from your point of view to go with them?
Yeah, so I think we set the game up fairly well early on, and we couldn't execute in good ball with our cohesion and attack. We've got a lot of younger players out there at the moment, which sort of is in some key positions, which are learning on the job. So that's one thing that we couldn't execute, which therefore then gives you the rewards of the hard work that you did to get you there. And then the other part is just the lapses in concentration individually. And they hurt us big time and defensively.
It's pretty clear there were a few boos for Dylan on the every time he was on the big screen. What do you make of that?
Was there? Yeah, no, I can't hear it up there. It's pretty soundproof. What I make of that?
Yeah.
That's footy. That's just emotional fans, and and they're passionate, and obviously potentially that's the way they feel. But yeah, it doesn't change the way how we think of him.
What did you make of his performance today, Jason?
Dylan's?
Yeah.
It was steady. It was he's improved on last week. We're still working on some things with Dylan in his game, but he's to point out Dylan's performance, and I kind of got a rough idea where you're going with it, but there's a lot happening around him, and he needs some things around him to go well so that he can help him go well as well. So he's improving, and there's little parts of his game I'm sure he'd like to work on, but there's a lot happening around him before we can critique his performance too much.
Without seeing the players out, I mean, I think Dean Hawkins played New South Wales Cup today.
Yep.
Is he an option next week?
He'll be an option, yeah, definitely. So he'll be fit, so then therefore he's an option. So.
Junior, what was it like out there in the heat? I think it was 37 degrees. It's not very often you have to play in heat like that. How hard was it?
It's not an excuse for our performance. Played in the same sort of heat last week and down in Melbourne. So you just got to get on with it. It's our job to play footy. You got to be able to turn up, and quite obvious. We didn't have the right intent of turning up and playing footy. So that's what we're here to do, and just got to be able to execute our job.
Jason, second game for Riley Smith in the NRL. How have you kind of seen him adjust from the lower levels to the NRL first grade?
Yeah, like he's a second gamer, and he's learning a lot of things on the run. There's parts of his game that he's starting to get a little bit better at, and there's other parts where which is only going to take time. His energy in defence is outstanding. He sticks his tackles. He does all those little parts of the game really well at the moment, and experience will only help him with the attacking side of the game. But yeah, there's real promise there.
Jason, you haven't done easy. The next 4 weeks are quite difficult. How do you pick up spirits, maintain sort of spirits, given the two results to open the season? What do you?
Yeah, so we'll go. Yeah, so like we just spoke then, how it's the individual lapses in concentration in a few areas, and we sort of pinpointed those, and then obviously there's a bit of stuff to do with our edges as well, working together, and but the most important part for us is just sticking together, just making sure that we're on a path here that there's been quite a bit of change, and it's been instigated by myself, and we can see the fruits of it, but we just got to stay the course, and and the players obviously can see it as well, because there's parts of the game where we have good little periods, but then those lapses in concentration. So that'll come with time, experience, and we'll get a few more experienced guys back over the next 4 weeks, which will help that as well. So yeah, we just got to maintain that mindset of just how do we get better each week and make sure we're staying as positive as possible.
You said you made big change. I'm sure you imagine it'd be potentially difficult early, maybe not this difficult, right? But did you envisage that things would be challenging early?
Yeah, I think that's with any new coach coming in, you know, and where we finished the season last year, like it was no fluke. So there's obviously going to be a little bit of a few bumps early. So did I expect it to be like this? Like I don't think anyone would. But yeah, but I can see some signs there where we can build on.
Thank you.